He saved 30 million lives. His country destroyed him. His name was Kim Philby, a master of espionage. He infiltrated MI6. By 1940, he was a rising star. In British intelligence, he fed secrets to the Soviets. Through his actions, countless spies were saved. Wars were shortened. He shielded Soviet agents from British traps for 3 decades. But when 1963 arrived, everything changed. The mask slipped. A defector named Golitsyn pointed his finger at Philby. January 23rd, Philby vanished, escaped to Moscow. Years of deception unraveled. MI6 was humiliated. The British press seethed. But here's what the history books skip. Philby wasn't just a spy. He was a symbol of divided loyalties and great betrayals. Think about what that means. A British hero turned Soviet legend. And it didn't stop there. The betrayal ran deep. It reached the highest levels. Surveillance footage from the 1950s showed him with Soviet contacts. He passed over 900 documents to Moscow. Classified operations compromised, lives destroyed. The same MI6 that groomed him now cursed his name. But the story of Kim Philby doesn't end there. The worst part comes next. Upon his defection, Philby was celebrated in the Soviet Union. He received the Order of Lenin, a hero's welcome. Yet irony twists the knife. The country he saved ultimately consumed him. In 1988, Philby died in obscurity. His health deteriorated by alcohol. His legacy, a chilling reminder of espionage's dark allure. The same Britain that once praised his intellect now reviled his treachery. How does a country thank someone like that? By erasing their name from history. But here's where it gets darker. Philby was never truly free in Moscow. He lived under suspicion, his every move watched, a pawn in a greater game. And this is where the shadows deepen. He died a Soviet citizen, but never truly trusted, neither here nor there. A ghost in two worlds. The MI6 that shaped him couldn't forgive. And yet today, they study him as a case of espionage. The same intelligence community that hunts spies now learns from him. Let that land for a second. A life devoted to double-crossing ends in quiet solitude, a legacy of betrayal. The man who once held secrets that could topple nations died forgotten by the same. In the end, Philby remains a cautionary tale of loyalty and deception carved into the annals of espionage history. Philby's saga was far from over. In Moscow, he became a relic, a symbol of Cold War tensions. He lectured KGB recruits, his insights a treasure trove for Soviet intelligence. But beneath the surface, doubts lingered. Could he really be trusted? Despite accolades, the Kremlin's shadow never lifted. Philby lived in a gilded cage, an outsider even among allies. His marriage to Rufina Pukova painted a picture of domesticity, yet it concealed a life of paranoia, a constant silent watch. What happened next is almost unbelievable. Philby sought solace in routine, walks in Moscow's parks, conversations with old comrades, memories of an England he could never return to. The same England that once embraced him now felt like a distant dream. How does a man reconcile with such profound betrayal? Philby never found the answer. In 1971, his memoir, My Silent War, was published. It recounted his years as a double agent, a glimpse into a life of deception. Critics argue it was both confession and boast, a testament to his cunning. But the narrative raised more questions. Had he truly remained loyal to his cause, or was he just a survivor in a world of shifting alliances? The same MI6 that studied his tactics still grapples with his legacy. As the Cold War thawed, Philby's relevance faded into history's shadows. Yet intelligence agencies around the world couldn't ignore his story. His life became a blueprint for espionage, a cautionary tale of split loyalties. The stakes were high, and Philby played them to his advantage. But at what cost? In his final years, Philby was a man unmoored. His health declined, his spirit dimmed, yet the weight of his actions remained. He was celebrated in Moscow's inner circles, yet haunted by his past decisions. The same Soviet Union that embraced him crumbled shortly after. Philby's tale is a reminder of the transient nature of allegiances, his life a series of choices that reverberated through history. Even after his death, the ripples of his actions were felt. In the archives of MI6, his files remain, both a source of shame and learning. The legacy of Kim Philby is complex, a spider's web of intrigue and betrayal. His story is taught in intelligence courses, a masterclass in double agency. But the man himself remains an enigma, a paradox wrapped in his own deceit. Philby's impact extended beyond espionage. It fractured trust between allies. His actions reshaped intelligence protocols, a permanent mark on British-Soviet relations. The same institutions that once counted on him had to rebuild from the ashes. In retrospect, Philby's life was a dance with danger, a tightrope walk between two worlds. The corridors of MI6 still echo with whispers of his deception. His story serves as both cautionary tale and enduring mystery. The twists of his life continue to captivate, a reminder of the shadows in intelligence work. Philby's tale is a testament to the complexities of human nature, a narrative of choices made under the pressure of ideology. The reverberations of his actions still felt today. In the annals of history, his name remains, a symbol of duality, a life lived on the edge of trust. Philby's defection in 1963 sent shockwaves through the intelligence community. In Washington, the CIA scrambled to assess the damage. Entire networks were compromised. Agents' lives were in jeopardy. The fallout was immense. Internal reviews began in both MI6 and the CIA. But here's a dark reveal. Philby's betrayal had been suspected for years, and yet he remained in key positions, a testament to his manipulative prowess. Think about what that means. A man known to be a risk still held power. In Moscow, Philby was both honored and watched, never fully trusted by his adopted nation. His life in the Soviet Union was one of contradictions, adored publicly, yet scrutinized in private. He became a figurehead, a symbol of Soviet triumph over Western intelligence. Ironically, his health faltered in the very nation that had once seemed a sanctuary. The British government, meanwhile, conducted its own reckoning. Reforms in MI6 were implemented, protocols tightened, trust realigned, the lessons of Philby's duplicity etched into policy, yet the specter of his actions lingered over international espionage. Training programs used his case as a stark example of misplaced trust, and it didn't stop there. Other double agents learned from his tactics, refined the art of deception. The ripples of his betrayal extended far beyond his lifetime. Philby's story remains a pivotal chapter in the complex history of Cold War espionage, a tale of ambition, deception, and the high cost of divided loyalties. Kim Philby's life is a stark reminder of the perilous dance between allegiance and betrayal. He was a man whose actions reshaped the fabric of international espionage, leaving a legacy of mistrust and altered protocols. His story warns of the dangers when personal ideology eclipses national loyalty, echoing through intelligence agencies worldwide as they continue grappling with the shadows he cast. The truth has always been there, hiding in plain sight. If this changed how you see history, share it with someone who needs to know. Subscribe to Hidden Legends, because every legend hides a darker story.